Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Thought I'd break out my, 40th anniversary t-shirt for this one. Halloween Kills. Man, I've been waiting for this one. Really been waiting since 2019. And it got delayed because of COVID, but finally it's here in 2021. The direct sequel to Halloween 2018, 40 years later from the original. And man, what can I say about this movie? This was a very different Halloween movie. It's nastier, it's gruesome. I think it definitely lived up to the title. It definitely has the biggest kill count than any other Halloween movie, and as far as the kills go, I kind of like most of them. Some of them really showed off Michael's insanity. I also like that all these films are taking place within the same night. That's cool, because it leaves everyone on edge, Hearts are still racing, tension is still high. There's just non-stop action and blood throughout this one. The one before this was all about Laurie's trauma and how Michael affected her and how she is with her family. Whereas this movie, Halloween Kills, digs a lot deeper with carefully plotted levels of exploitation into Haddonfield's trauma and how Michael Myers has affected the town overall. From killing his sister at 6 years old in 1963 to coming back in 1978 as a man and killing 3 teenagers, including the sheriff's daughter, all of those things. In a small town, where everybody knows everybody and nothing ever happens, something like these events would affect the townspeople. And I like how this movie explores that, and they really took it to an even higher level than I didn't think they would be able to by giving us the 1978 flashbacks from the police officer's perspective. I thought that was great. I loved these scenes. Number one, it adds so much more story to the original film. My favorite scene has to be when Frank and his partner were in the Myers house and Michael comes out of nowhere and just starts strangling the dude. That's the fastest I've ever seen Michael move. But yeah, these are important because, the original ends on a cliffhanger. So it's cool to see what happened after Loomis shot him and he disappeared. It's cool. And by focusing on Haddonfield's trauma, they were able to bring back some original characters from the first movie that survived. It was really enjoyable to see all these original characters and their personal vendetta against the Shape. Now, by focusing on Haddonfield, the trade-off is we don't get to spend much time with Laurie Strode. I was a little disappointed by that. Her role was very small in this, but I'm just glad she didn't die like I thought she might. Jamie Lee Curtis is such a phenomenal actress. Even with the small roles she has, she delivered. The scenes that she's in makes you really root for her and makes you hope that she gets out and beats this man up. She is so tough in these movies, but underneath all that tough exterior is that shy teenage girl who was stuck in the closet, terrified that Michael was gonna get her. You really feel her pain when she speaks, and it does get emotional. For her as well, for the audience.
It's not just Michael. It's what he's done to this town, these people. Decent people. You're a good man, Frank. You were doing your job. But now it needs to die. Because every time somebody's afraid, the boogeyman wins.
And her counterpart, Michael Myers, he's on a whole other one in this film. This film not only reinforces the most haunting aspects of the character, but it also fixed some mistakes made in previous films. This story is all about fear and how fear changes people. Fear does not put you in your right mind. And in this movie, most, if not none of these characters are in their right mind. And it's interesting because they're going a different route in the psyche of Michael Myers, you know, what makes him tick and stuff like that. All this time, everybody, including the audience, thought it was his obsession was Laurie Strode, but this movie is exploring a different route. It's not Laurie that makes him tick. It's something else, something much deeper and probably darker. And my guess is that we'll see unmasked, you know, what exactly he is in the third and final film, Halloween Ends. Overall, the film was good. I didn't really like the ending that much. It didn't really make sense to me. And some of the characters in this was dumb, honestly. I don't like watching scary movies with dumb victims. Victims who could have survived. Like the girl who was shooting at Michael. It's like she claimed to know how to use a gun, and she's not even hitting anything. Then she accidentally shoots herself. Stupid stuff like that. I didn't like. Thought that was retarded, honestly. Also, like I said, the movie is non-stop action and blood. That, depending on who you are, that can be good, but as far as a horror movie goes, I've always felt like, personally, suspense and thrills trumps over action. When you're making a horror story, whether it's a zombie, whether it's a slasher, whatever, suspense is always better than action, you know? And the old movies understood that. Every scene was suspenseful. When you have Michael Myers fighting 12 to 15 people at once, it takes away the frightness of things, in my opinion. I'd give this movie a 7 out of 10. It's very different than any other Halloween movie, which I liked a lot. You know, I assumed on many levels it would be the same thing that we've seen over the last 40 years. But this one, I'd separate it from the other, however many are in the franchise overall. The essence of John Carpenter's original 1978 film is mixed in with this, so that's nice. They take the vision that John had for that film and they're putting it in new territory. Overall, it was pretty good. Judging just this film overall, it's pretty good. I liked it. Guys, let me know what you thought, though. What'd you think of Halloween Kills? Let me know down below. If you like this video, please give me a thumbs up, and if you're new here, be sure to subscribe. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time.